Data Life 5, Data Life 5, oh my god, where do I even start? This episode gave me so many chills. Okay, calm down. So, in honor of Data Life 5 and my love for this series, I've decided to review the first episode. Hopefully I can continue to review these episodes as they come out, although I can't guarantee that will happen. Let's start with, well, the start of the episode. There is a little Mio scene where she talks about wanting to see someone again. We don't actually see her, but that's definitely Mio talking. She does this a lot, obviously. I don't know if you've noticed, but yeah. But we're getting closer to finding out the truth about Mio and who she really is. Well, I mean, I already know the truth about Mio, but I'm just talking about mostly for anime onlys who don't know these things, anyway. Something else to keep in mind is that in Volume 17 of a light novel, the one that's currently being adapted, there are flashback scenes at the start of every chapter. But it seems for the anime they're going to put them all into the same episode, which I honestly think is better because they were kind of hard to follow in the light novel. Saying this now means I don't have to mention every time a flashback was cut, so that saves me a lot of time and repetition. It was really nice to see all the characters again in anime form, even if I have a problem with this art style and cut content and whatever. Miku was very dumb this episode with her whole inserting large object thing and whatever she was trying to do with Toka and Natsumi. Shido trying to get back his old memories is obviously an important plot thing that I'm not going to talk about now for the sake of spoilers. But like I said before, the mystery will soon be revealed. The scene where the Niebelkohler annoying Ellen was cut. This will be the case for a lot of smaller character moments in a light novel, which, although it sucks, it's kind of necessary. However, Westcott giving his monologue to the Kurumi clones about how he's going to kill Shido is basically lifted directly from the light novel. That's how you know a scene is peak, when it's basically word for word the same from the light novel. That's why the whole I'm human, I think scene from season 2 is so good, which is kind of funny considering basically everything else from that episode is anime only, but that's a different topic entirely. The stupid My Honey line from Shido made me laugh. It's also funny when Eyepatch Kurumi changes it when telling the real Kurumi about it. And Kurumi has a big tsundere moment that she's been having since her arc in season 4. Honestly, Eyepatch Kurumi was the MVP of this episode for me, so I'm putting her in the thumbnail. You can't stop me. Something random I got really hung up on was Kotori's message profile picture, and I'm not really sure why. I guess I wondered whether or not she chose it herself or if Reine took a picture of her and used it on her phone. I originally thought it was light novel art, but looking at it again, it seems just to be something made for the anime.
So, editing me here, that is definitely light novel art. Those are the same image, so I guess I was right the first time, but wrong the second time. Good job, me.
Something else I found funny was Kanazuki and how he literally said nothing but was always in the background. It gave me Mayuri Judgment Mana vibes. Nia and Maria had a very funny moment. These two have such fun interactions, and I'm glad the anime at least managed to keep the interactions with these two in despite removing a lot of other character moments. The scene where Mana and Origami talk to the AST actually made it into the anime. Honestly, I thought this scene might be cut due to the AST not really being that important to the wider narrative. It did get cut down a bit, but it's still nice to see. The last scene in this episode is also amazing. It actually happens later in the light novel, but got moved to this episode. Probably just to make it have a cooler ending, which, sure, whatever. Kurumi Mash draining people's time and spamming Het to make clones once again gave me chills. How many times has it been in just this one episode? Like 50? Well, the chills aren't over yet because we have the ED now. And while I can't really go into detail about spoiling stuff, yeah, it gave me a lot of chills. I want to also listen to the ED more so I can form my opinions on the actual song as well, so I think I'll talk about the ED in detail in one of the later episodes. Probably after Mio's backstory's been explained. So yeah, overall, what would I give this episode? Well, obviously a 10 out of 10. They managed to fit so much stuff into this episode without having to cut anything major. There are also so many parts that gave me chills, as I've stated numerous times now. I'm so glad Data Life has more anime to watch, and it's going to be so hard having to wait every week for another episode. It's clear to me that they really are trying to put their all into this season. And if it really does end up being a lost season, I hope they go out with something incredible, not something like Season 3, Episode 12. If you're watching this video and haven't watched Data Life 5 Episode 1, or just Data Life in general, please click off of this right now and watch it. Hopefully I will be back with an Episode 2 review, but whether or not that happens, I guess it's goodbye for now.